Hello again. So close to the Lito Park. It's there. I could have done this inside, but I didn't want to go walk back. It was something that I remembered, and it was related to a talk I had this afternoon, but also a few other things. And it's this video, which is interesting. I don't think I mentioned this in one of my videos. It's Change in Your Transportation Future, Zach Krapfel, TEDx Paonia. And this tells you about the efficiency of various modes of transport, and they then say that the electric bike is actually more efficient than normal bicycle because the motor is more efficient. Let's see, where is it? 1023, so this is 7. Let's see.
Energy to deliver that to you.
Wait a minute,
so
a bit back.
That gets that kind of
he says he puts or converted everything to gallons because that's what people know. Well, yeah, in the US maybe. I have no idea what a gallon is. And I think it's different in the US versus the UK. And interesting is the efficiency of the train when it's full. When it's less full, it will be lower, but still, this is very high, 800. And the bicycle is 270. Airplane 90. What was it? Of course, there are other downsides to airplanes. Yeah, let's look at that. The one issue. Yeah, I'm not going to look at it here now. But for example, in a car you have a catalytic converter, and there are other issues with aircraft such as noise pollution. But yeah, the direct pollution is actually pretty bad, and it could also be related to the type of fuel that's used. There was this investigation related to Airport Schiphol, people working there getting ill or dying much sooner than people who work or live farther away from the airport. So that's not good stuff. But so 270 for the bike.
As a personal vehicle.
So that's besides the train, that's the optimal.
The pedestrian gets 55 miles per gallon. And the cyclist gets 270. And then the electric bicycle gets, 500 plus. So the reason is the electric motor and batteries are more efficient because the efficiency of the human system to process food, extract energy from that, convert it then into power via your muscles is 25%, he said. From biology long ago, what was it, like 30%, the direct efficiency of the muscles, I don't know exactly. In any case, there's one thing that this guy does not take into account. This is only valid for longer distance trips. What you see, and that's what also reminded me and what it talks about, walking around Ukraine, I see a lot of people who are overweight. And especially also noticeable is children who are overweight. You see it in the Netherlands too, but I see it more in Ukraine. I thought, why? People aren't rich here? Or what's going on? Well, apparently with the gadgets, electric bikes, or using the metro in a big city like Kharkov. But you see it everywhere. Using public transport. Public transport is cheap in Ukraine. So that's being used, but they should walk more, cycle more. That's really important. And if you look at that aspect, people need exercise. And with an electric bike, you have the tendency to not do exercise. When I was riding an electric bike to try it out, to see what it was like, I felt, it's a waste of time to just use anything but turbo mode because you want to go as fast as possible. And I rode. But the downside of that is that you barely need to do any effort. And if you do any effort, then you go beyond the 25 kilometers per hour, and then the motor switches off, and you're on your own, and you need to go to 200 and
I measured it 240 watts with a little bit of tailwind, 240 watts with no wind, and 270 watts with some side wind at about 27 kilometers per hour with that bike. I think it takes a lot of the power from you, but well, I wasn't riding in an aerodynamic position also. In any case, a pedelec with a fairly hard cutoff of the speed is not good for exercise. I was riding a translator for the contract of the house sale in Kremenchuk, and this translator had an electric bike, and she said I could try it out. I did, and I felt okay. You could quickly get up to the speed, but also you can keep going, adding your own power, and it doesn't cut off. And that is actually really nice for me. Then you go fast if you want to, but always your own. If you want to, which means for me it will happen because I want to go fast, which means I will put in power. If you don't want to go fast, you don't put in much power, and it doesn't go much faster than 25 or so. That's about the maximum it normally does, and that's nice. It's good for both going fast if you want, using your own body and getting in shape or staying in shape, and normal pedelecs with the cutoff at 25 km per hour are not that great for that. But also for school students, pupils should not use electric bikes. They should just use a normal bike. And what you see is, as I said, children getting fat. I mean, it's ridiculous. They should be playing outside. They should be walking. They should be going with a normal bicycle. And also adults. Adults need to stay fit. So what they need to do is burn more power, more energy. Use more power, burn more energy, and convert more energy. And this does not take that into effect. An electric bicycle may be more efficient, but people need a certain amount of exercise. So actually I think for non-long distance, say trips of 5 kilometers or so and then back, things like that, maybe a bit longer in the city, then a normal bicycle is actually better for you. Because you need to do the exercise anyway. What are you going to do? To some sports club or something? That's stupid. You can just do that while cycling. And I don't understand any people who do go to a gym or something. It's the most boring stuff I've ever done. I tried it a bit and said, yeah, no, not going to do that. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.